Hello everyone, how are you? As many of you know, I watched Van Helsing on Netflix. Big fan of the show. I've been waiting patiently for season 5 to show up. It finally arrived towards the end of 2021 there. It was hard to watch. The first 3 episodes especially. I don't know who made those episodes. I don't know whether it was a different writer, different producer for the other show, but they should be slapped in the face. They should never be allowed to make other show ever again. Oh my god, those episodes were terrible. They were so slow and dragged on. And, it was so... basically, I'm going to tell you how bad it was. So basically, Jack ended up being transported back to Transylvania times. Don't ask me how. There's no introduction. How she gets there. What the heck's going on? Apparently, I read online Vanessa sends her there. You find out she's there to kill Dracula before she possesses the body of the President of the United States. Anyhow, she has so many hours to do it in, or she's sent back to the present time. She comes across a group of vampire hunters, and one of them is named Beverly. And she's the evil sorceress. You can't find out she's never been an evil sorceress all her life. She was a vampire hunter trying to kill Dracula as well. And Dracula ended up biting her and turning her into the evil sorceress that she is today on the show. Jack finds these scrolls that tell you how to defeat Dracula. She tries to complete this ritual with the vampire hunters, but Dracula stops them. She runs out of time. She's sent back to the present, folks, with the scrolls. But here's the part. The first 3 episodes were so bad to watch because the people on there were trying to pretend like they are back in medieval times, so they got this accent going on. They overkilled on the accent. It was so slow talking and so slow build of what's going on. They just dragged it on and on and on. They could have done it 1 episode, not split it into 3. I kept falling asleep. It took me quite a while to watch the first 3 episodes. And I'm not the only one. I've read online there's a few people that have had the same problem with me, trying to get past the first 3 episodes of season 5 to get to the good stuff. Now on to the good stuff. Violet, Jack's sister, and the other daughter of Vanessa. She's with Ivory, the Sisterhood of Vampires now human, and they're with the rest of the Sisterhood. They're out to kill Dracula. Take her out somehow. Not knowing that Violet was the one that unleashed Dracula. Because apparently her mind was wiped state clean or something when Dracula puffed out of her with smoke and stuff. And possessed the President of the United States. But Dracula shows up to stop them. And she puts Violet in a trance mode. So she still has control over Violet. Ivory and the other Sisterhood attack. Dracula takes off because apparently she's still weakened from being awoken after all these years. She's not up to 100%. So she summons this badass vampire hunter. He wipes out the Sisterhood like nothing. And he does it by possessing the minds and making them kill each other. So the only ones left is Ivory and Violet because they're human now, not 100% vampire, I guess you can call it. They get away from him because they can't defeat him because he's too powerful. They get away from him. They ditch him. They lose, they lose him. They pull out the Van Helsing handbook to find out what to do next. And suddenly, a photo appears of Jack. That was never there before because Jack went back in time. And there's coordinates she left in the book. Apparently, she wrote them in the book. Anyways, it leads to this church. Okay, now, skip forward to the rest of the group. Axel and Julius. In season 4 ending, they were trying to find Doc. They knew Doc was in this bunker doing experiments for the rest of the survivors, finding ways to kill vampires and that. And they're attacked by this mysterious vampire that's way too powerful. Normal methods of killing him did not kill him. It took a lot to kill him. And there's red blood on the grass and stuff. And Julius and Axel have all these scratch marks on the chest area and that. And when Vanessa turned them back to human, they have the ability the runes were automatically heal up. But they're not healing up now. So Axel wakes up and Doc is with him in the bunker. She is the only survivor in the bunker, by the way. Apparently, she made a big mistake. By the way, she revives Julius. Axel and Julius reunite in the bunker with Doc. Doc says that she was making this virus thing that will wipe out vampires. She was hoping that instead it mutated any vampires nearby into a berserker mode vampire, I guess they're calling them. Twice as fast, twice as strong, like basically unstoppable to defeat. So that's why Axel and Julius's wounds weren't healing, because these are a new breed of vampires. She injects them with this drug that if they keep taking it, it will make them stronger, berserker mode, but they will keep their sanity. But there's a side effect. If they take too much of the drug, they can die, go overdose. Axel and Julius end up taking the drug to fight the infected berserker vampires that's in the bunker and outside the bunker. They kill several of them. They get away, and Axel pulls out that compass that's like a page ripped from the book that is pointing him to where the book is at, because they're trying to find the book. And also trying to find Vanessa. They don't know she's stuck in the dark dimension and that stuff. Anyways, then leads them to go to the church. They don't know where it's going yet. Along the way to the church, they encounter this group of vampire hunters trying to kill this one vampire. Julius recognizes her, folks. Her name is Nania. N-I-N-I. That's her name. Julius turned her when she was like a teenager many, many years ago. So he feels bad because of his former bad self. So him and Axel help her escape the vampire hunters. She takes him to her lair, and she pretends all along the journey that she's good now, she's not bad, and all this, and come find out she's tricking him. She takes him to the lair to kill them, and also to give Dracula that page that Axel has, because apparently that's a vital piece of how to defeat her, I guess. Anyways, the compass there. Then Axel ends up killing her, which kind of upsets Julius, because he actually thought that she had turned good after all these years and centuries, but she wasn't. They arrive at the church as well, with Ivory and Violet there. And they find Jack, but she's like in a slumber state mode. She's fast asleep. And she has these scrolls with her. And you meet these like priest people. And apparently, where I end up watching it, because I'm only on episode 7 now, they're ancestors of vampire hunters passed down from generation to generation. So apparently, because if Jack went back in time or whatever, messed something up or something. So anyways, they have protected her body. She wind up at the church where she appeared from. And the goal is to protect her until these people showed up. It's kind of confusing, folks. I know it is confusing, this whole time travel thing. I honestly wish that they never opened up season 5 with this first 3-part episode. I know they did it just to show you background about Jackie and all that. But they could have done it without it. Because to me, it ruined the show opener. So there you have it, folks. There's basically the first part recap of Van Helsing season 5. Stay tuned for the second half if I get watch the rest of the episodes coming up. Let me know below if you have watched the first half of season 5, what you have thought of the show. What do you think of these cool looking berserker mode vampires now that are mutated? I kind of like them. They kind of look like the feral vampires, but they're more powerful and stronger now. And do you think Axel or Julius were overdosed on that drug if they keep taking it? Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.